Hi everybody. I wanted to do a quick video to talk a little bit about the graphic organizer assignment for your integrated study is what I'm getting at, okay? With the graphic organizer that you're going to be creating, now keep in mind that the integrated study is something that you're starting with a really big idea, which is your book and the 4 big ideas and all of that, and you just continue to whittle that idea down into more precise parts, so that at the end you're going to have a 4-week fully developed curriculum unit. So with your the graphic organizer, I gave you a visual that you can look at online to help guide you. But what should be in the very center of your graphic organizer, in that center circle, that should be your text that you've chosen. And then the branches coming off of that center, I don't know how to navigate with this camera. The branches coming off of that center where the book is should be your big ideas. So let's say you chose the book Rainbow Fish, which some of you have chosen, and you've decided that your big ideas are going to be the ocean, maybe plant life in the ocean, sea animals, I don't know, whatever you decide for. I think that book has some other there's some social emotional story that storyline that goes along with that, so that might be another one of your topics, would be showing kindness. And honestly, I can't remember off the top of my head if that's what Rainbow Fish is about or not, but I'm just making up. So let's say you have the ocean, and then aquatic life or sea animals, and then maybe another big idea is acts of kindness or showing kindness, and then I think another one might be differences. That book might be about differences, because I think Rainbow Fish has like a really glittery scale or something like that. So you got the book in the center, and then you've got 4 branches off of that, or however many big ideas you have. There shouldn't really be more than 4. I mean, and 4 makes sense because you're creating a 4-week unit. So, I mean, you could have 3, you could have 4, you probably could have 5. I mean, I wouldn't go more than 5. But whatever, those are going to be the branches off of it. And then off of each of those 4 or 5 branches that you have, which is, here's the ocean, here's ocean animal life or whatever, here's acts of kindness, and here's understanding differences. Then you're going to have little spokes or webs coming off of that are going to be your different activities. So maybe with ocean, the animal life, animals in the ocean, you might have a math activity where they're going to count up, how many fish there is in a fish bowl. Maybe you'll have an art activity with that. So all of your different kinds of activities will then branch off of those 4 different those 4 content areas, okay? And then that graphic organizer will line up pretty closely with your 72 lesson plans, okay? You're not going to have 72 different little bubbles on your graphic organizer, okay, because that would be a little bit ridiculous. But that is going to be your guideline, okay? And again, make sure you're consulting the PA Early Learning Standards to figure out what your lesson plans are going to be and what's appropriate for the age that you've chosen. So you choose the book, you get the big ideas which are drawn from the book. Okay, the book is going to be central to this learning unit, alright? The book will be read, multiple times during this month of that you're using this curriculum. And the ideas from the book are going to be incorporated, hopefully they're going to be incorporated into everything that you do, like all of your activities, all content areas. So math, science, language, literature, social, emotional, physical, I mean physical movements, you know, swim like a fish, whatever you want to do, if it's rainbow fish. So that's the idea, so that everything's focused around that topic, and it all connects and makes sense for kids, for little kids, because they like things to make sense. They don't like things to be compartmentalized. Like, here's your math stuff, let's go do math over here. Now completely change your focus of what you're thinking about with math and come over here and do a writing, you know, write in your journal for me. Why not have your math activity link up with what you're reading about and what you're having them write about? And then when you're learning social studies content, why not have that match up with what you're doing in math and reading and writing? So if you're doing the ocean, there's a lot of things you can incorporate, you know, addition, subtraction, whatever you're doing in math. I mean, how simple or how complex it is, you can make it focus around the idea of the ocean somehow by even just incorporating, okay, your math manipulatives this month are going to be plastic fish. Okay, that's helping it, you know, fit together with the topic. And then, you know, what they write in their journals can be about ocean life, or, you know, it can give them ideas to start from their topics. Social studies, again, keep it connected to that same topic. That's the key thing with integrated curriculums, is that it all connects together for kids and it makes sense to them, and it's not like they're going and doing something completely different every, you know, half an hour or 45 minutes. It's a continuation of a continual theme throughout the day, and it feels to them like it all is seamless, like it's flowing. It's like, oh, I'm talking about fish, we read the story about the rainbow fish, we read how he was a little bit different, he had a sparkly scale, and then when we had circle time, we talked about people who were, you know, different people, and then we went to math, we did our math addition problems with the plastic fish, and we actually laid out the actual math problems, like 4 plus 3, you know, we put 4 fish, and then a plus sign, you know, maybe you can make little laminated plus and minus signs for them, you know, cards for them. So you got 4 plastic fish plus, you know, their laminated plastic plus sign, 3 plastic fish, and then you can have an equals sign, a laminated equals card that they put down, and then they can actually do the physical math problem instead of just writing it on a worksheet, okay? Because that's like, little kids, doesn't make a lot of sense to them, you know, it's just symbols. But if they can actually do a math problem, they can like put the, you know, here's 4 actual objects plus 3 more actual objects equals, let me put them all together here, oh wow, there's 7 altogether. That's an addition problem. That's something they'll understand. And again, you're going to connect it to your central theme. So that's the goal of the integrated unit. With your graphic organizer, again, your book is in the center. That's the center of the entire thing, and then your big ideas branch off of that, and then off of each of those big ideas start coming up with some of your lesson plans, which will be the activities that you will have stemming off of each of your big ideas. Okay, hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, please well, don't even call me, because I never get my office messages on my phone. Just send me an email and I'll get back to you that way, or you can send me a text. Just state who you are and what class you're in, and then I can respond to you in that way. So good luck. The other thing I wanted to mention real quick about the tests in Language and Lit, they are publisher tests. They are very difficult. Sometimes there are questions on there that you honestly feel that there's 2 correct answers. If that is the case, if you feel that way while you're taking the test, when you're done with the test and you're able to review your answers, please write down the question and your explanation of why you answered it the way you did, and then when I go back through and I manually look at each test that you take, regardless of whether it's auto-corrected or not. I go back in and look at every student's test. So if you let me know what questions you felt were worded poorly or had 2 correct answers, or here it said this exactly right here in the book and this is how I answered it but I got it wrong, let me know and I will go back in and change those and give you credit for those answers. Okay, have a good day everybody. It's beautiful outside and it's supposed to be nice this whole week. So have a great week. Bye.